Hi to everyone. We are there in Barcelona for the World Padel Tour Master, and with us, El Señor, El Grande, Diony, El Manager, the brand Oxdog. And you have to tell us the story of this brand.
Sure. Hello and good morning, everybody. Here from Barcelona, big atmosphere today. Well, Oxdog, it's a company that comes from Sweden, and we've been doing floorball sticks. Floorball is a kind of hockey that is played a lot in Sweden. It's indoor hockey, running, etc. And Oxdog was created 12 years ago, and the company mainly has been always developing sticks with all the technology. So the goal is to make any kind of products with a lot of performance so the player can feel it really. Then, like 2 years and a half ago, I was contacted. I work in Spain in a Padel e-commerce, and they told me, hey, we want to start in the Padel business. And as I know them, I was like, okay, that can be interesting, a lot of brands, what can we do? And I came to Sweden, I was meeting with them, they were showing me the technologies, the idea that we have, and we have created like a long-term idea for 5 years to be on the top of the brands. And 2 years developing a lot of technologies that we can talk about them. And we have our first collection that we launched 2 months ago in Madrid, also in Sweden in the ISPO fair. And now we are here in Barcelona to show everybody about the rackets.
Can you tell us why you are in the paddle? Because you are from other sports, and it's the first collection, your first collection. So why paddle?
Padel is the boom all around Europe. We have to figure out.
What is the link, the connection between the paddle and the other sport? You talk about the other technology you can bring to the paddle. Could you tell us?
Sure. Mainly the other sport is all made by carbon fiber, and then we have a lot of knowledge about the industry of manufacturing of carbon fiber and fiberglass. So combine those two things, plus the technology that is a sport with a grip, also with weights on the racket, with anti-vibration systems. It's quite similar. There is a lot of similarities, and also the factories that we have are probably the best ones in the world, and it's not easy to get to those factories when you're a new brand. And with Oxdog we have this. They are the leading in their sport, and we want to develop to a new sport that in Sweden is booming and all around Europe.
We can see just behind us a lot of palas, a lot of rackets. Could you give us, for example, an example about a technology from other sports you bring to the paddle?
Yep. For example, I will say, well, first of all, the carbon. As you can see, the carbon, it's not the normal way of mixing it. It's not like this, it's not squares.
Yeah.
We mix it like this, so it's faster reaction, more durability, much less breaking, and in general, it's less sound. What it means, if you take any racket in the market, not any, but most of the rackets, this sounds like a drum. And here we don't have much sound. What we try is when we hit the ball, we pass all the power through the arm to the racket, and we don't have loss of energy. That comes also from the floorball field. And then one that is super common is you can see that we have 2 weights, one on top and one on the bottom. The one on the bottom, it's an idea that we already used in floorball. So in the bottom, we have a screw that we can remove, and this way to put it and remove it. Exactly, because the screw is going to the plastic, not to the carbon. So we are not touching the carbon, we are just screwing out and in a plastic. So we can balance the racket a bit more on top, a bit more on the bottom.
Exactly as we want. It's a very good idea. I want to buy this racket. You bring for each racket different types of weights or not?
The idea is that you can take away this weight or leave it. It's only 8 grams. We are thinking more for the future, but for now it's okay because 8 grams is around 3% of the racket, so it's kind of okay for balancing. We think that in the middle is not that much range. So in general, a lot of technologies, also double hole system. We also have the rails, so there is no vibration. When we hit any ball in the frame, all the vibrations go to in the surface, all the vibration goes to the frame. If the frame is straight, it's much easier that it vibrates.
Yeah.
If there is those power ribs that we created, we control the vibrations, we can control the sweet spot because less vibrations, And we also can control the durability because less breaking, less vibration, less breaking. Everything is no. So this kind of ribs that we can see, for example, in the round ones on the bottom. Here we can control it, putting a bit down the sweet spot. In general, we are trying to make the best racket in the world, and that's our pursuit for the next years. What we want, and when a player tries a racket, it's that mainly they feel something. And here they say, oh, there is no vibration, no sound. At the beginning, I'm talking about the top rackets, the top players say, it's a bit weird. After 5 hits, they say, oh, but it's reacting much faster, and that's amazing. And also, in the handler, we have 4 rails, as you can see, that we put this kind of silicone inside the rails, and with it, we have an anti-vibration, plus the grips of EVA that we have here. So
it's a special grip.
It's not a special grip, it's a good grip. Normally in the rackets, the brands don't spend too much money in grips. We put some more cents to have a very good grip that comes from the floorball. You can see that it has some dots, some lines, so it's very good to handle. You don't have to put an overgrip on it. That's very nice. Of course, a lot of players want bigger, but in general, you can directly play with this racket. That is very nice. And then you can see the collection. We have the round ones, we have the tier ones, and we have the diamond ones.
We will show you in the article everything with a few pictures. So, but we will follow this speaking about the future of the brand Oxdog. What is the future? What maybe you wish players will play with that in exclusivity for Padel magazine?
I mean, you have to go step by step. I know that Padel is growing so fast that everyone says, no, we take a top player, but the amount of money, you have to do things step by step. We are not looking for next year to sell 100,000. We think that we have to grow step by step. Our goal is in 5 years to be in the top 5 brands, and we will go step by step. For now, we have Ramiro Choya, that you might know. We have him everywhere. He's helping us to develop, to take players. We also have Jose Carlos Gaspar, that is one of the best players.
And maybe
in Belgium.
From Belgium, and maybe a French guy. Maybe. We will see that.
Sounds something. I've heard about. Yeah, we are trying to develop a Oxdog Dream Team. The idea is in countries like France, Denmark, Belgium, Sweden, to take top players. The other day we took one of the top Norwegian, we have one of the top Danish, one of the girls from Estonia. So we are trying to develop worldwide a whole community to develop the brand in a correct way, not to try to be too fast. We are doing amazing products. I mean, you can tell them if you like, but I mean, the look and feel is very good. The performance is very good, so it's a matter of time. We don't want to express and risk everything in one play. Of course we want, but we want to make things with logic. And if we have good products, we have to show it. I mean, if you go around the fair, how many brands you don't know? Probably we're the only new brand in the fair. And only in 2 months. We've been in Sweden, in the ISPO, we are going to be in Italy. So we are trying to promote and develop the brand to people to know. We also, in Spain, we have a lot of test centers where you can go and test the rackets. Because for us, the most important when we sign a player or we sign someone is that you try the racket. If you love it, okay, we can deal. If you don't like it, there is no way. And for us, the feeling with top players is that in our top rackets that are quite hard, they love it.
Guys, Oxdog is coming.
Others will follow. Thank you so much.